it seems like forever ago now. And I even talked about the microtransactions issue with a lot of these games. And EA has already gone and changed how some of them are going to work with Battlefront 2. But I thought I'd talk about it anyway. I did play, I don't know, an hour and a half maybe of the Star Wars Battlefront 2 open beta, and I enjoyed it. I do think the microtransaction loot box whatever nonsense is the biggest problem I had. Getting killed by, like, one of these matches I played on this map, which my entire playthrough of this map is me looking at leaves and noticing how birds like come out of the goddamn ground. They literally, those birds are coming out of nothing. Okay, it's a cool effect, but the birds have got to stop. These birds, how long do you think this war has been going on? The birds are gone, but they're constantly flying. Look at this gameplay and notice how the birds are constantly flying. I'm going to turn around at a certain point. I'll scare some birds and I'll turn around and then there'll be more birds where it just was. Anyway, I'm bad at the game. And that was exemplified by, oh, I got killed by Robot Boy. And he had this ability, this ability, this ability. I'm also playing on PC with a controller, so I was bound to fail anyway. I'm bad, and I'm playing with people with better implements. I'm real bad. That's why I looked at the birds. But look at the birds. Why are they still flying everywhere? I don't understand this game. Why are there, like, I was just over here, right? The birds are still there. You turn around, the birds are back. Fucking love this game. It's absurd. What was I talking? I'm hung up on the birds, man. There's so many goddamn birds. The game's gorgeous. They rendered those birds with high fidelity. It's not fun to get killed by a bunch of morons with 3 cards. It's not fun to, they're gonna lock it away now behind. You have to level up that character. It's like, well, that still means I'm gonna fucking suck. Like, newsflash, I'm still going to be looking at the birds, and I'm going to be real bad. So I don't know how that's really going to help so much with all that. Honestly, after playing I played 2 matches on this level, and watch the birds, though, for reals. Well, just watch this gameplay and find the birds. They are everywhere, and they are always. And this match actually killed some people. What was I talking about? Doesn't matter. Oh, my ideas. I think playing this game against AI is going to be just fun enough for me. I want to play the story. I want to see what that's all about. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to get this game in a way that I wasn't interested in the first one, simply because of that story. It is beautiful. I think I can play the whole thing with bots. The spaceship stuff I did play briefly, and that was fun to fly around and be a pew-pew plane. I think the controls I tried like every single control configuration for flying planes. It's all garbage. All garbage. Like, I cannot find one a single one where I'm like, can't I just fly this like I would shoot in first person? No, it has to fly like a goddamn psychopath. So fine, whatever. Maybe I could have changed the camera angle. Wait, no, it was first. It doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. I think it could be fun against bots, or maybe if there was a mode, like, this is all you have to do. Like, hey EA, I'm gonna give you 2 ideas. Okay, idea 1, multiplayer mode where there are no stat boosts for any characters. You can still level up your characters, but you can't pick the stat boost cards that you can use on those characters. Boom! Solve that problem. How about this? 2. A mode where every single player gets 3 cards, and you have to pick them for your team, right? So you're at the beginning of the match going, okay, I got these 3 cards. I got one for Darth Maul. I guess I'll use Darth Maul then over whatever. So I'll pick that one there, put that one there, put that one there. Maybe you get 6 cards. Maybe you get 10 cards, and you get to, but they're all random. So you don't know what you're going to get each match for each character, for each team. That makes it more fun. The other way, I was playing a match in this, where the match right before this, where I was just straight up destroyed. Now, do you see how bad I was at that? It also has this problem, and not excusing how bad that was, but this is not Halo. This does not feel appropriate or like what first person shooting with a controller, or even not without a controller, just in general on any system ever, it does not feel right. The controls for aiming down the sights are way too slow and way too weird, and I don't want to fiddle in the menus. I'm not MLG Pro. I'm looking at goddamn birds. Okay, I spent 5 minutes in this video talking about the birds. You can go watch this video, Will, and see me laugh about these stupid ass birds for the beginning, basically up until this point. Because look at these birds. They're still everywhere. They're still flying. The leaves are flying everywhere. Where's that bird going? He got stuck. There's like bird AI. It's not really AI. It just got stuck. The aiming's bad. The aiming did not feel right at all. I don't understand how or why or whatever. But maybe that's something that's just me. Maybe I fucked with the settings. It's entirely possible, because I was futzing around with all the shooting controls for ships for a long time. A long time. Not very good. I killed like 3 people in this match, and I was ecstatic that I even did that. Terrible. This game's about birds, though. We need to take a look. Those birds are coming out of nothing. Why are there so many birds? These birds should all be... They're just constantly flying. It's like they thought the effect was cool, and it is. It is very cool. But in a battlefield, in a literal battlefield, that was the one time I did good. In a literal battlefield, the birds are gone. Okay, the birds aren't just constantly hopping and flipping and jumping around. Okay, they're not landing again. Every time you turn around, the birds are flying. So that's it. Those are my impressions of Star Wars Battlefront 2. There's birds. You happy? Are you happy, Will? We talked about birds. Any questions? I think there's an episode of Frasier where a bird hits the window and dies. Or that's a dream I had, or it actually is a real life memory where the one time I had an office, a bird rammed into my window. And we looked down 2 floors, or 3 floors? 2 floors, I think, to see the bird. And it wasn't dead. It was just like, and it's like, God damn, bird, you got fucked up. And it was still there hours later. Like, that bird died there. That bird straight up died there. Because it rammed into a window. Oh, man, birds are fucking funny. It's just imagine being a creature like this. Would be the equivalent to if you ran into a wall, right? If you were just going about your business and you're about to go into the shower and you just right into it, like, who put this here? But you know the bird, like, I'm sure the walls were blue, I think. So you know the bird was like, oh yeah, there's just some weird sky over here. And there was this big old mark on the wall, on the window. Oh man, I need to remember to think about that every time. I'm like, I'm feeling down, man. I'm super depressed. Oh, let me think about that time a bird killed itself on my window. And that shit was loud too. That shit was so goddamn loud. Whew. Rip indeed. Rip indeed. Alright, Will, if you're coming to my stream tomorrow night, it will be the Evil Within 2. It will be the Evil Within 2 for the foreseeable future. So you can see that game and see the Westerners in it. No birds. There are rats, though. There are rats. And there's like, I found a reference to Dishonored and a reference to Wolfenstein in the game. These little collectibles. I found Corvo's mask and a little like Panzer Hound thing. Awesome. Not as awesome as, oh, I get to fly in a ship? I'm a bird now. Beep, 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 beep. I don't know why you'd be on the ship, but Naboo never looked so good. Okay. Thanks for hanging out, Will. Merry Christmas. Go help your local bird sanctuary, or not, or just feed them styrofoam. You know, they stopped throwing rice at weddings because it was killing all the birds. Maybe you like that. Maybe you're not a fan of birds. Now, I like birds. I just think it's freaking hilarious that a bird killed itself in my window. Which is kind of mean, but it's still pretty funny. It's still, I mean, it was funny. Maybe, I mean, I didn't look out my window and point and laugh at the bird dying. That would have been weird. But years later, I can look back and say, that was fucked up. That's funny. That's funny, right? Right? I'm not a sociopath? Okay. Let's just end the show. Merry Christmas. Thanks for hanging out. This is me being terrible at Battlefront. There's no more birds, so I think we've sufficiently talked about everything. No more birds in the game, so it's over.